Hey everyone, welcome to this Unity tutorial, where I'll show you how to create a functional minimap for a 3D game. In my scene, I've got a player represented by a blue capsule and 3 enemies shown as red capsules. Let's make this minimap display both the player and the enemies in real time. Let's get started. First, let's add a new camera to serve as our minimap camera. Go to Game Object Camera. I'll rename this camera to Minimap Camera to keep things organized. Position it above the player capsule and set its rotation to look straight down by changing the X rotation to 90 degrees. This will give us a top-down view of the scene. With the camera selected, go to the inspector and change its projection to orthographic for a flat top-down view. Adjust the orthographic size to frame the area you want visible on the minimap. For my scene, I'll set the size to include the player and the enemies in view. To display the minimap, we'll use a render texture. Right-click in the project window, choose Create, add Render Texture and name it Minimap Render. Select the minimap camera and assign this render texture to its target texture field in the inspector. Now the minimap camera's view will render to this texture instead of the main screen. Next, let's show the minimap on the screen. Go to Game Object, UI Canvas to create a UI canvas. Inside the canvas, add a raw image by going to UI Raw Image. Assign Minimap Render to the texture field of the raw image in the inspector. Resize and position the raw image to where you want the minimap to appear, for example, in the top right corner of the screen. Let's add Make It Look Stylish with a circular design and overlay. Right-click on the canvas and select UI Image. Rename it Minimap Mask. This will serve as the mask for our minimap. Assign a circular sprite to this image component to use as the shape of the mask. If you don't have one, you can create a circular texture in an image editor and import it into Unity. Enable Mask in the inspector for this image to act as a mask. Inside the Minimap Mask object, add another UI raw image as its child. Rename it Minimap Raw. Assign the Minimap Render texture to the raw image's texture field in the inspector. Adjust its size and position to fit within the circular mask. To enhance the minimap visually, create another image as a sibling of the minimap mask and rename it Minimap Overlay. Assign a decorative circular sprite to it, perhaps something like a border or a frame, and resize it slightly larger than the minimap mask. This creates a professional-looking overlay. Let's test the scene. Move the player capsule around and you'll see the minimap updating in real time. Now styled with a circular mask and an overlay for a polished look. Adjust the sizes and colors of the elements as needed to match your game's aesthetic. And that's it. You've created a clean, functional, and visually appealing minimap for your 3D game. If you found this tutorial helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.